Okay, we're good to go.
Excellent. Welcome everybody from Mike and from our team. Amanda and I are going to go over with you a lot of stuff today, and we are recording this call. So if some of your teammates are not on this call, you can surely get them the recording after Amanda posts it on Healthy Balanced Business. Amanda, why don't you introduce yourself quick, and then I'll introduce myself, and then we'll get started.
All right. Well, I am Amanda Stroud, as Tara said earlier, and I have been on this team for a little over 2 years now, and we have some really, really, really exciting things to talk to you about.
And my name's Tara Higgs. I enrolled Amanda back in June of 2015 and brought Isagenix to the Effingham, Illinois area. And from there, it's just exploded. Thanks to Mike and his team and Amanda and her team. We've grown very fast. So now the week we just ended, Monday at midnight to Sunday at midnight, we just ended a pretty good.
You're breaking up a lot, Tara.
Shake release week. Was it like spectacular record? We said that it probably would have. Okay.
I mean, go ahead. I was just telling you were breaking up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm just sitting. I don't know. I don't know what to say. So we're done with this week. So let's go on to our next thing that we have going. So a bunch of you are in the 7 and 7 group. And Amanda, if I keep breaking up, just interrupt me and you take over. The 7 and 7, Amanda and I came up with this when we were in Eric Rory in Phoenix last week. Initially, we were going to do a 20 and 30. And what that means is you work really hard for 30 days. You try to get 20 enrollments in those 30 days. And it's like a really powerful month. We've done it 3 times in 2017. The feedback we got on it, that the beginner people, like the people that cycle one time and felt a lot of pressure with the 20 and 30. So then Amanda and I said, we talked it over and we said, let's do a 7 and 7. So we're going to do a 7 and 7. We're nixing the 20 and 30. There's no more 20 and 30. 7 and 7 is going to start January 1st to January 7th. And your goal is to get 7 enrollments in 7 days. So what do you get if you do that? You get a prize. It's valued at $200. We're not going to tell you what the prize is. It's valued at $200. If there's a tie, whoever gets the most. So let's just say 4 people get 8 enrollments. 4 people get 8 enrollments. So they all went over their 7, they qualified, and then there was a 4-way tie. All 4 people will get the prize. Okay. What else would you like to add on that part?
Well, one thing about 7 and 7 that you have to remember, this is 7 days. 7 days that I want you to wipe your calendar clean. Ask your husband to do your laundry. Ask somebody to watch the kids for you. You may not be going to bed until midnight each night, but it's only 7 days. You have to be focused and you have to be making sure that you are really, pushing hard, honestly. And yes, it can be overwhelming, but again, it's only 7 days. This is honestly going to be one of the best ways that you're going to boost your business. And, the things that we're doing now have been leading up to this. So you don't need to wait until that Monday to start reaching out to people. You need to start reaching out to them now. Okay. That's one of the reasons that we recommend the matrix. When you reach out to them, you can tell them a couple of things that we're getting ready to do, because Tara and I are going to talk about this. We're going to have the biggest party of the year, and we're going to have a support group, and we're going to talk about those things. But those are things you can be reaching out to people about, and that's going to get them excited.
Yeah, for sure. So let's go back and just talk a little bit about some of the things that you touched on, Amanda. The matrix. Some of you may be scratching your head. So I'm going to share my screen. And Amanda, you have to tell me if you cannot see this, please.
Sure will.
Well, no, I don't see it on there. Okay, let's go to the 7 and 7 actually.
In that group.
Now I'm gonna I think we put it in the 7 and 7, didn't we?
Yes. Yep, there's a picture in there.
Sorry for all these messages at the bottom. Everyone, hearts everywhere. Okay, here we go. So it's at the where, Amanda? At the bottom?
I'm not sure where, but I'm pretty certain it's in there.
Okay.
If not, I can add it in there right now.
Okay, if you can add it in there while I'm talking. Okay, so let me give you, we've never done a 7 and 7 before. We've only done these 20 and 30s. Let me explain quickly what the 20 and 30 can result in. Eric Rory did a very good 1 hour call. And if you watch it, I know we've posted the video many times. If you get 20 enrollments in 30 days, no matter what network marketing company you're in, you are extremely likely to make 6 figures that year. So that's why we always do these 20 and 30s. We continuously do them because we know they work. And I always tell us, I'm pretty open with it. I did get 20 enrollments my very first month, starting with Isagenix, and I did make 6 figures within 9 months. So it is a true fact, at least for me. But we wanted to bring it down a little bit on a lower level. It's not going to be too hard to get 7 and 7 the first week of January. People feel like crap. People already feel like crap, and it's not even Christmas yet. They just feel blah. So what you need to do is you need to reach out to the people now, like Amanda said, reach out to them now and get conversations going so that once we do get to the last week of December where you're starting to get people to saying, yes, I'm committed. Yes, I'm committed. Yes, I'm committed. And then you sign them up in that very first week of January between the 1st and the 7th, and that counts towards your 7 and 7. Amanda and I did talk prior to this call. You might want to write this down. A qualifying enrollment is 125 BV. So if you have 124 BV, it's not going to count for your 7 and 7. Amanda, did you put that photo in here?
I did. You may just have to refresh it. It's in there though.
Okay, I'm going to go and then if you want to talk about it.
Okay. So the matrix is something that you're going to use to create connections. And it's important that you have a genuine connection with somebody. You don't just want to send a message to somebody that says, hey, I'm using Isagenix. You want to try it out? You really have to have a genuine connection with somebody, and using the matrix is a way for you to understand the reason and the solution that we have to offer people. So the first part of your matrix, which you do not have to do, I have just started doing this and found it to be one of the most, the hardest things for me to do, is write a sentence with your intention for the day. So for example, one of my intentions last week was, I am going to build a kick-ass team. Like, that's what it is. That's what I said. You can have whatever it is. The second one is 2 new connections. All right. And remember, when we say 2, you can do your matrix however you want. Each category can have a 1. Each category can have a 2. I personally follow this exact rule, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matrix. So on number 2 for new connections, you're going to tell your story to somebody. So making a new connection is not just sending somebody a message that says hi. It's actually being able to tell your story to somebody. This can be anybody, somebody you see at the gym. It can be your family. Use this as an opportunity for you to practice your story, okay? This is the perfect time for you to get your 30-second story down pat, which actually more of a 90-second story, as we talked about on Healthy Balanced Business. 3 is team development. So what this does is this developing your team. Maybe you have a small team. That's okay. You may not have a lot of spaces to fill in this spot, but what this does is it helps you to build your team in cycles. So, recognition, setting up a 3-way message with somebody on your team, reaching out to somebody about knowing somebody in the UK or any other country. These are team developments. 4 is random acts of kindness. We all need joy in our lives, and random acts of kindness should be one of the easiest things for you to fill in, because as most of our team members say, when you put kindness into the universe, it's going to rain back onto you tenfold. Okay, so random acts of kindness can be something like I sent out the I Am a Badass book to some of my team members and some people that aren't even on my team. I sent 15 books out. So that I would consider a random act of kindness. You can hold the door open for somebody. You can look at your IsaPulse. If you don't have IsaPulse, you need to download it. This tells you every single time a team member has earned vitamins. It tells you if somebody, like the cycles that they have. This is a way for you to recognize your team. I use this daily. I make this part of my daily practice. And then 5 follow-ups. Maybe your follow-ups are only 1 or 2. That is okay. You just need to get into a routine of doing this. So follow-ups would be like making an appointment to meet for lunch or coffee to talk to somebody about Isagenix. Sending somebody a video and checking back into them to ask them what they loved about the video. Asking somebody who you've been chatting with for several months, are you ready to get started? We have some amazing opportunities coming up. Asking somebody if we can add them to our party. These are all follow-ups. So again, your matrix does not have to look like mine. It can be a 1 by 1 by 1 by 1, what you feel comfortable with, but you need to do it, because this is absolutely going to build your business. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. Now that I've rattled on.
No, so all of you, most of you, I think, are in the 7 and 7 group. It's an actual group that we developed on Facebook. That's where we're going to be coaching you through that first 7 days of January. But if you want to be part of our matrix group, where you actually commit to doing a matrix daily, and like Amanda said, she committed to a 2 by 3 by 4 by 5. That means 2 connections, 3 reaching out to your downline, 4 random acts of kindness, and 5 follow-ups. If you're a beginner, you may want to do a 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. It does not mean we're not pressuring you to do these matrices, but I can guarantee you the matrix will build your business. You cannot sit in your house and watch TV and expect people to be ringing your doorbell going, what are you doing? You have to reach out to people in order for them to respond back. So that's the purpose of the matrix.
And this matrix is going to help you land that 7 and 7 in January. All right. This is where your motivation is coming from. This is where your connections are coming from. So even if you're only doing 1 by 1 by 1 by 1, you're still putting the work in, and it's going to pay off.
That is correct. Okay, speaking of the first week of January, here's where it gets down and fun. Lots of fun, okay?
Yes.
That is a huge week. We're all trying to get 7 enrollments, okay? We're all trying to get our name on the plaque and getting that $200 prize. We're all trying to do that. But what you can do is offer people this for free. Remember in that, I'm sure you've all seen this, some of you that are new are like, why are you posting pictures of you holding a cookie in the thread? And you're like, are these people wacky, Mike? I think I want out of this group. I'm asking people, Amanda and I are asking people to post pictures of them holding a cookie, because we are creating a collage, because that very first week of January, we are running as a group the Christmas Cookie Detox. It's a 7-day free thing that you can offer to those people who enroll, or anybody. You don't need to be Isagenix to be part of this 7-day Christmas Cookie Detox. So what I need from all of you is, if you have somebody that's interested in this, Tara needs their name, first name, last name, and email, because I'm going to add them to a system where they're going to be getting emails from me daily for those 7 days. And in those 7 days, I'm going to be, what do we call, dripping Isagenix on them, like dripping it, so that by the end of the 7 days, they have an idea what Isagenix is. And at the very last one, I put, whoever got you added to this Christmas Cookie Detox, if you're interested in learning more about Isagenix, contact them. So it doesn't all come back to me. It's not all me. I want it to go back to you. So that is something that you can put anyone in. non-Isogenics, Isogenics, current Isogenics, not anybody, your father, your mother, your grandma, put them in that. But I need their name and their email, okay?
The great thing about this is that Tara is providing us with this awesome email for them, but this gives you a perfect opportunity to follow up with them. Hey, how are you loving that cookie detox? Tell me about it. Are you enjoying it? This is the perfect opportunity for you to get follow-ups, okay?
Okay, now our big party of the year.
This is awesome.
I know. So I wanted to share the screen because some of you yesterday were asking what this looks like. So let's go, because I know that some people, this is what you want to be looking for. It's an event, everybody. It's an event. It's right here. It's under events. It should say 2018 Party of the Year, and this is the cover photo, okay? So be looking for that. And if you're not invited, there's 88 people invited already. What we want you to do is we want you to put your transformation or someone's transformation on your team, if you have their permission, with their story in here, okay? We only have a couple so far. But look at, once we start adding people to that event, and they get added and they're like, wow, look at all these transformations. The key to this event is you do not want to throw someone in there without asking their permission. Have you ever been added to a group or an event and you're like, what the heck? You know, I'm invited to enough as it is already. So make sure you send them a message. And Amanda, why don't you give an example of a message because you're really good at this.
Okay, so for example, say that you have people that are already on your team and you want to add them to this party because we know that we're going to be giving away a lot of stuff. There's going to be incentives every day. So you might say something like, hey, Susie, I just wanted to let you know that our team is throwing this huge online party. We're going to be offering amazing incentives, and I would love for you to be added to the group. Is it okay if I add you? So then you add them to the group. And then say this is somebody that is not on Isogenics. The great thing is we're going to have a lot of promotions for non-Isogenics people as well. So you can say, maybe you've been talking to them for a while. You could say, hey, Joe, I was thinking about you today because we are getting ready to have this huge party, online party with a lot of incentives. And I know that you've been a little bit on the fence about the nutritional system, but I'd love for you to just take a look at some of the transformations that are on the page. I think you would be inspired by them. Is it okay if I add you? I typed a couple of different ones up and put them in the thread. I'll get some more in there. But the thing about adding people is if you add too many people and they don't accept your invitation, you'll get shut down and can't add more people. There's a cap. So write this message out, put it in your notes, copy, paste it to people, and then start adding them to the group. But please, 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 please put your transformations in there first because it's going to build excitement in the group. We're going to be doing live videos in there. Every single day is going to be a new promotion. We will let you guys know what the promotions are. I'm working on getting the images ready. And some things have to change because we think there could be some pretty amazing stuff coming down the pipe that we don't know for sure what it is yet, but we want to make promotions surrounding those new promotions. Does that make sense? So again, make sure you're not just adding people to the group because like Tara says, I have enough lipstick to like feed a country, I think, or at least a
feed a country?
Well, heck, if I sold it, I could feed a country with it.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. But you got to get me some of that lipstick for Christmas because I don't have any of it. But
it's good stuff.
What Amanda said is definitely true. Now, we got wind, and this is a secret, we got wind at Eric Worre that on Monday.
January 2nd.
Tuesday, January 2nd, there is going to be a big release of products with an S on it. So we don't know if it's a shake. We kind of maybe think it might be a shake. We don't know what it is, but they say it's going to be huge, and it's going to be Tuesday of that week. So let me go over very fast the what we're offering.
Monday. Wait a minute. Before you go into that, I want to say something. People in the UK, it may be different for you. It may not be those releases. So just keep that in mind when you're sending messages to people that those products may not necessarily be released to the UK yet. So I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, Catherine and Lynn, you may just make sure that let them know if they do win something, we'll make the equivalent and make it right. And we kind of talked about that, but we'll figure it out one way or another, because it may be a seasonal that they won, and we'll do what you guys have and what you have available. We'll make it right.
Thanks. Okay, so Monday, this is either a new customer or an existing customer. If they buy a 30-day or they enroll with a 30-day, they're going to be put in a drawing for a prize that's going to be valued about $200 of Isagenix products. Now, what they do is, the way we do this, Amanda and I did this last time, is when someone orders it, Amanda tells them to put a copy of the receipt in the comments so that we know, and everyone was no one had any issues with it. It went a whole week and there was no issues with putting the receipt in the thing. So we can see how many people we got, and then we randomly draw somebody the next morning on Tuesday, and usually do a live video and say, congratulations, random drawing, this so-and-so won, you won Isagenix vitamins, you won e-shots, you won this. And then we need your address to ship it to. Okay, now we're on Tuesday. Do you have them written down, Amanda?
I don't have them in front of me. Sorry.
Okay, so Tuesday was buy a 30-day and get a 9-day for free. That's a big, no, that's not right. Genevieve's shaking her head.
Oh, they're put in a drawing, right? They're put in a drawing, so not everybody's automatically getting one, right?
Okay, if you buy a 30-day, you get a 9-day for, yeah, I didn't finish, yeah. I just saw you shaking your head there. Buy a 30-day, get a 9-day for free, but it's only going to be for so many people. So if we have 10 people, it depends on how many people donate a 9-day. Amanda, do you know how many people have donated a 9-day? 5 maybe?
I think we have 5 now. I can't see it on my computer, but I think we have 5.
Okay, so we think that there's going to be 5 winners that day. It may be 6 or more, depending if we get more 9-day donations. But Amanda, Mike, and Genevieve and I were talking. This is a day we're trying to think up a way of how you can create consultants on that day. We don't have it down pat yet, so I don't want to explain it because I don't want to confuse you. Once we figure it out, one of us will come live on the 7 and 7 page and explain to you how possibly Tuesday you could create a consultant in your downline. So just know that day is buy a 30-day, get a 9-day, and it's going to be limited to how many 9 days we have. Wednesday is going to be whatever was released on Tuesday. We're going to quickly put our brains together and come up with something. So let's just say it's the salted caramel shake, maybe. So if it's that, we may do buy 6. Anyone who buys 6 salted caramel shakes will be put in a drawing for whatever. That day's kind of in limbo because we do know the big announcement's coming on Tuesday. So Wednesday's kind of like surprise. We'll let you know ahead of time once we find out. Thursday is called Pick Your Prize Day. So Amanda's gonna put, this was a big one last time we did.
Huge last year.
Amanda's gonna put a big list in the post, and as people order 100 BV or more and they put the receipts, it's first come, first serve. So let's just say Susie puts her receipt. She's the first one. She goes to that list and says, I want the Isagenix vitamins. Amanda takes it off the list, and then the list is less. And then the next person, and it goes down and down and down. We gave away probably 25 or 30 products that day. I mean, it was, the list
huge.
was huge.
It was.
I mean, that was a big day to give away. Okay, Friday's going to be Hit the Bar Friday. If you buy 5 boxes of bars, that was Amanda's idea, by the way. You
of course
get
it
your name in
was.
a drawing. You got to proof that you bought 5 boxes of bars. You get your name in a drawing for a free product.
So Tara's kind of breaking up, but you get your name in there for a free product, and I don't remember what the products were that we put. But I'm thinking maybe we should do 6 boxes of bars, or we could tell them if you order 6, you get a 10% discount. Because anytime you order 6 products, you get that discount. Are you still frozen, Tara? She looks terrified.
Yeah, she's frozen.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you now.
Okay, so the reason we did 5 boxes of bars is that's 100 BV.
Perfect.
Oh,
That'll keep.
Sorry, I
go
don't.
ahead, Amanda.
So, I honestly, I can't remember what the last 2 days were. Saturday, do you have it written down,
Are you
Genevieve?
laughing? That'll
I have 'em.
keeps you active and helps on Sunday.
Tara, you look like you're back now, but you've been cutting out a whole bunch.
So we
But I
can-
do.
I'm
I do.
sorry, I can't. I don't know what that was.
I can step in. I don't think you guys have changed it too much since then. I have because this is the 3rd or 4th time we've done this, and I've written down every single time. So both times for Friday it was buy the 5 boxes, but do the coaching with the people. They may as well get the 6 because they'll get the 10%. And I have that it's a drawing put in a drawing for a free product. So I think the only difference between that and Thursdays, they get to pick the product on Thursday, but Friday I think they're in a drawing for the product.
Yeah. And it'll probably
Saturday-
be something big like the Isogenesis or maybe a Rejuvity set. I don't know what it is yet, but it'll be something big. So.
And then I have Saturday, the first 5 people to enroll or order with 150 BV or more. It was supposed to be that we have a thought that Isagenix is going to do either free enrollment or free shipping that day because the last 2 Januaries they have. So if they're doing one of those, then they will get the opposite thing paid for. So that's specifically going to be for new people.
And then
Did I leave anything?
Nope. Sunday was the snack, right? The super
Yep.
snack Sunday. So last year we had this huge basket of snacks like Wathins and bars and Isa snacks and just a ton of snacks. And everybody who gets I think they have to order 150 BV, they get put into a drawing to win this basket. That was another huge one last year, Tara, too. I think you're better now. I can actually see you. You're not frozen. So if you want to keep going.
Okay. So, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
No?
Yes.
You're good.
Okay. So we need donations. It's not pressure. We're not pressuring you, but we need donations. The bigger, if you want this to be big, we need your donations. Amanda, whatever we have to. Okay. We'll donate whatever we have to. But in the UK, this is different. You don't worry about it. We're okay without you guys. But if you're in the United States, anything you give, look at your Isagenix pantry and dig in the back and find. No.
Can anybody else hear Tara? I think
I don't know. I just if I break out again, will someone interrupt me?
yeah. I
Okay.
don't think we can. I don't think
silent because you're all like just staring at me, and I don't know if it's because you can't hear me or not. Sorry.
we didn't hear the last thing, Tara. I don't know if you're still talking about the Jackpot Sunday thing.
He was talking about products donations. So
Oh, the donations.
this is exactly how our party was funded, was by donations from everybody. She said to go into your closet, look in the back of the pantry, and see what it is that maybe you haven't used. Your donations are very appreciated. One thing that, hang on just a second. Hey guys, you got to go back there while I'm doing this, please. Okay. Sorry. The one thing that you have to know is that if you donate a product, we will provide you with the name and address of the person who is receiving that product, and it's your responsibility to ship it to them. Okay? We can't have you guys shipping it to us and then we ship it. It just doesn't make sense. So, oh, thanks, Lynn. That's very awesome of you. This was huge last year. I guess in August. It was a really great party. People once they started understanding what we were doing, they were participating. The more people you add to the group, the more excitement it's going to bring. And this is going to help you meet some of the goals that you have set for the first week of January. You're going to get 2018 started out on the right foot.
So one thing my nerdy self wants to make sure you document too is when you give away something, make sure you mark it down because you can write it off on your taxes because it is a business expense. So again, the nerdy self says, make sure you put that down because you can deduct that as a business expense because it is.
For sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So
You're clear.
I moved in a different part of the kitchen. So, okay, so this is something else. This is something else that goes with that first week. So remember, we have our Christmas cookie detox. That's 7 days. It's totally free to anybody. Now we have our 28-day sugar detox. And I'm going to put this up on the screen here. Okay. So watch this. I already created this. Oh, that's not it. That's Penny.
Penny.
Here it is. So this is already created, everybody. I already created this. It's called the Sugar Detox. Kiss Your Sugar Cravings Goodbye. Okay. I already started putting isogenic stuff in this. The alcohol, I've already loaded it with everything we need. And this is what you're looking for. Okay. This is a group. And what you're going to offer your people is when you talk to them, you say, not only are you going to get 30 days of Isagenix products and coaching, you are going to get put into our sugar detox group that is valued at $50 for free. Absolutely free. And this is, again, I'm going to need the person's first name, last name, and email. I'm going to put them into this system where they get an email every single day coaching them how to hopefully be sugar-free by the end of the 28 days. So it's going to go from January 8th to to February 4th. That's the last day. In addition, not only will they get those emails daily, they're going to get added to that group I just showed you on Facebook, and Amanda and I are going to coach them through Isagenix. Today's shake day number 1, make sure you do this. Today's cleanse day number 1, make sure you do this. And we are going to coach them through their first 28 days of Isagenix. In addition, they're going to get those emails, which is kind of like extra special. Like no other, not that I know of, any other teams in Isagenix do anything like what we're doing with this. And you can tell them this is a $50 value, absolutely free, and it's free to the people that enroll between the 1st and the 7th. It's not free to people that enroll before then or people enroll after then. It's only for those people.
That's huge. And Tara, again, thank you for doing that, because I know that you put a lot of hard work into helping create those emails and get them generated for our team. So that was awesome of you to do that.
Yeah, it was a program that was already developed, but I went in daily and I put Isagenix in there also. So they're going to be seeing Isagenix in with all of the emails that are coming to them. But again, for the Christmas cookie detox, I can't emphasize this enough. I need their first name, last name, and email. All you need to do is send me a message, Tara, Christmas cookie CC detox, name, email, and I'll get them in the system. I'll do all the work. I just need you to get me their information. Otherwise, I don't know who it is.
Perfect.
Do you want to add what we're doing in December, just leading up to that, just in case anyone else wants to do something similar?
Which part?
The giving away.
Oh, yes. So thank you, Jace. There's so many things going on. So Tara and I actually last year we did something called the Happy Healthy Days. And we had 12 days where we gave away 12 5-day systems. This year, what we're going to do is we are going to do the 12 days of Christmas again, but each day we're going to give away some products, but we're also going to give away 9-day systems. Okay? This will be somebody that will enroll on January 1st. So when we say we're giving them their 9 days, those 9 days are going to be put in as new enrollments because they're going to use the system. They're going to have awesome results. They're going to be in this awesome support group. And so that's what we're doing. So like, for example, maybe tomorrow we'll get on live on our own Facebook pages and we'll talk about the mom bombs. Gosh, who doesn't want a mom bomb? And I'm going to give away a box of mom bombs. All right. This brings people to your page. This brings people to your page wanting to know what in the world you're doing, wanting to know what a mom bomb is. This just helps to kind of pump your page up. So every single day we're going to give away something different, and it's hopefully going to mean that we have some enrollments coming in that 7 and 7. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and I see that what Jody wrote in the bottom, and that's true. That a 9 day is 100 BV, and we said, Amanda, 125 counts for the 7 and 7.
Well, I guess we'll add a shaker cup. Actually, I think that there's no ionics, or there's something that's missing.
Oh yeah, you have to add ionics, and you have to add, I think, a box of Isa Delight, so it ends up being over 125 BV anyway.
Yeah.
And you don't need to. We're not saying, don't get off this call and say, they're making me purchase all this stuff and I don't have any money. Honestly, just take it all in.
Right.
And understand that it's not necessary. We did run this by compliance. It's very important for us to be compliant.
You're breaking up.
I'll take over. So we did take this to compliance whenever
with Isagenix. We did. How was that worded?
So when we did, we asked them, we told them exactly what we were doing, and they said as long as we were not putting a monetary value on what we were giving away, that was fine. So we couldn't put on our personal page, I'm offering $100 off to the next 5 people who enroll, because that's absolutely not compliant. However, we can give the packages away. Okay. So we are not asking them for anything in return. We are giving them product. It's a difference. So I still have the email saved just to make sure that we can keep it if anything were to happen. But like Tara said, you don't have to do the 9 day. What if you bought 2 boxes of e-shots and you gave away 12 e-shots? You just send them one single e-shot, a nice little message. You know what? That's a random act of kindness to put on your matrix, right? And those people are interested. Tara also talked before about how maybe sometimes e-shots are not the best tasting when you first start using them. So maybe a bar, maybe some chocolates. You can do whatever you want, but you don't even have to give product away. You could just talk about the 12 days of Christmas and how your life has changed. Just something to get people motivated to your page.